There's a new push to make Springfield a cleaner, brighter place to live. City Council approved what's called a corridor cleanup program. A new fee on waste brought to the landfill will generate more than $1 million a year. It will pay for year-round litter cleanup across town. Every day, city crews will pick up trash along highly visible entryways into the city, and groups can partner with the city to perform both large-scale and routine cleaning along city streets.
We will be adding to city forces. We'll be establishing a crew that will literally be walking the major thoroughfares and corridors in and around Springfield to collect this material. Over the 2 additional years of the program, as that additional funding comes in, we will add to those forces.
The corridor cleanup will work alongside existing programs like the Adopt a Street and Adopt a Stream cleanups, and it will work with the Clean Green Springfield volunteer program. That one happens several times a year.